The fight of the night? Was it the fight of the night?
A big moment in our community.
In your community? Yes.
It teetered with the main event.
It had the race wars going in my house, and it was only on white people.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't realize it was different type of race.
Yeah.
Democrats versus Republicans.
Yeah, I felt like that. I'm like, hey, man, y'all got to get together over there. I put them in the corner and told them to figure it out.
Caleb Plant.
Flavor.
Trevor McCumby.
Unflavored.
Different flavor.
Yeah.
Yo, good fight.
Good fight, man.
Yo.
Yeah. Shout out to Trevor. He was hitting it with some shit.
Yo, with Trevor.
Yeah, he came to the ring to
Don't
fight.
sleep on him. I mean, I
did.
picked Plant.
You did.
I just want to know how is he so strong? That's what I wanted. That shit is like,
You know, I interviewed him during fight week, and it's interesting. Like, you can't pigeonhole people into a box always, right? Because they see the Donald Trump hat and the shades, and like, oh, this is like middle America. You know, some people would say like racist white dude, and I interviewed him, and he cut his teeth coming up in the gyms of Southside Chicago. You know, knew Kenny Sims Jr.
Okay.
You know, so he got a different background than you may think in his journey in this sport. And was, he'll tell you good amateur, 28-0. He fought a good fight, and he surprised me because I said last week Plant could have a lot of problem on the ropes, and in the center of the ring he'll be good to go. It was the other way around. Plant got dropped in the center of the ring, going straight back. He followed him out with the left hook to the body, and then in the fifth round, in the second half of the round, Caleb decides to pin him on the ropes. Crazy. And took over the fight from that point on, and ripped some of the best combinations I've seen him rip in his career. So at least since Uzcategui, Feigenboots, that era. But his combination punching went to another level in the second half of the fifth. I was like, oh, I can't believe some of these combinations. It was like De La Hoya-esque, you know, and finishing with the left hook or the left uppercut like De La Hoya used to. So I think it was his finest hour since Uzcategui, not because Trevor McCumby is some proven championship level fighter, but because it was a scary moment for him early. It was like he might get stopped. And then he said, you know what? Forget the jab in the center of the ring. I'm going to go right to him. And he dogged it out.
Didn't seem like that was an adjustment from the corner. Seemed like that was an adjustment from him. I didn't hear it from Brenagh, and they didn't go to the corner enough for me to hear what exactly was said at that point. But the moment he stepped to Trevor and had a little success, he basically just nullified all of Trevor's offense. And that's the funny thing, when you are used to using your power, you're used to using it in one direction. Now you're asked to use it in a different direction, and it completely stops because you don't know how to do it. And I said, as long as Caleb keeps him going backwards, he'll win this fight. The moment Caleb does the whole pull-out Achilles heel of every amateur fighter, especially the fast counter punchers, that's the Achilles heel of all of them, he'll get caught again and he'll get put down, and the next time he may not get up. We see it every single time. When you see a lot of these big knockouts, it's because somebody's pulling straight back. That's how Caleb got caught. He got caught a couple times in the fight. The first knockdown wasn't even called a knockdown.
That was crazy.
And
he was hurt probably even more.
That was crazy. The ref just straight missed it.
He was getting hurt with everything. McCumby was landing early.
Yeah. And then the ref, I don't even know how you would handle that. Like, would I be wrong if I said no knockdown and then the guy gets up and I'm analyzing him, looking in his eyes, and he's not there? Am I wrong to start counting? Like, you start counting, right? To me, that's what's supposed to be done. I don't think the ref really analyzed what was going on. The bell rang like right after that, and we clearly saw Caleb stumble to the corner, and I was on edge. Like, from that point on, I was like, yo, this might not be good, because I know that tendency he has. You don't just fix that like, oh, I got caught pulling out. Like, nah, like you're gonna continue to do that. But the other side of that, he switched the game up last night and started going after him, which was great. But I had a problem with the stoppage too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'm glad I ain't the only one. Yeah. I was yelling because I felt like
on his way.
But
he had gained control of the fight.
I felt like this ref was protecting Caleb through the course of the fight. Am I wrong in saying that?
He was a pro Caleb.
I felt like he was pro Caleb.
Yeah.
And when I seen the stoppage, I was like, this is why you need to have fighters refereeing fights. I picked up on the rhythm that Trevor started going to. Lay on the ropes, let him throw, and I'm gonna try to find him in between the punches.
Hit something.
So as a fighter, if I recognize that as a ref, I know the new rhythm of this fight. I know he's not laying on the ropes because he's defenseless, because he's helpless, because he's hurt or anything like that. I know that that's now the game plan, for the sake of words, that he's gone to. And I felt like when he laid there, when he went back on the ropes, the ref was really eager the moment he got to the ropes. And Caleb did what he was supposed to do. I talk about on the podcast all the time about fighters making the ref do his job. So to a degree, Caleb did what he was supposed to. I just felt like the ref jumped in there a little too soon.
Yeah, I think we watched a fight overseas or something when the ref said, fight. And moments
that
like
was
that. Who we talking about?
who was that?
2 or 3 weeks ago it happened.
Yeah.
I'm okay if you spoke in that moment.
When I did Nikita's fight.
Yeah,
it was
I'm,
Nikita's
Nikita's.
fight.
I'm good in moments like that, but I thought it was premature. It was there. I think next 30 seconds to a minute.
He was nailing him with combinations the last 2 or 3 rounds, but McCumby has proven he can hurt him with one shot. Gotta give him a chance.
Give him
right?
time. Give him a chance. Give him time. I felt like the
This
ref
is might be his only chance at this level too. So
Then people said, well, Trevor didn't argue it. I said, because he never been there before. It's a moment where, like,
well, his calisthenics afterwards is him protesting it. Like, hey, I was fine.
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and he's not a loud, boisterous kind of guy who's gonna get in a rest phase or anything like that. I just felt like the stoppage wasn't just enough. But Caleb, man, he weathered a big storm. Yeah. And you got to look at what's next. Now, I thought about you last night because I said he's got a match for this guy.
Yeah, but I thought weathering the storm, I think the Benavidez Canelo fights helped him in moments like this.
Yeah.
Championship
pedigree
showed up.
Yeah.
You talked about before when we were doing this here. Yeah.
Y'all know I used to always give Caleb hell, like he's not ready for Canelo, he's not ready for David because his opposition before. But what he went through with David and Canelo, I think he's ready. So I'd love to see Canelo up in there with Berlanga, Munguia. Plant, my bad. Berlanga.
Ooh, Munguia.
Or Munguia.
Ooh.
Those are both good, really good fights.
Ooh, I didn't think of Munguia.
Action-packed fights.
I just feel like this is a done deal. Edgar Berlanga needs to get in the ring with Caleb Plant.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the build up.
Yeah.
The problem is, man, you boxers are something else. Y'all, you get your biggest payday, you're gone for a year. You take your first loss, you're gone for a year. Both things happen to this man.
Yeah.
We won't see this man for a year.
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all be doing that to
he
us.
He said both things happen to him.
Why does that happen? Why does that happen?
Part of it is the business structure of boxing today now. They only have so many dates, and they may tell you, Sean, you can help me with this, but yeah, we can get you in there sooner. It's just not going to be for the price that it would be if you wait, for the date that we'd rather you fight on. And
I truly believe since I retired, things have changed. And don't forget, when I was still boxing, we had Fox and Showtime, and there were some other networks that were being sprinkled in the middle of that too. But just speaking specifically to PBC, because it seems like every promotional team, all of their fighters have been more stagnant than anything.
Yes.
Most recently, but I can't really put my finger on it. I think maybe your point is the money, and it's like, let me go cool out, have some fun, get away from it, and then call me when something comes up. And I don't know, man. I can't really put my finger on it nowadays. A year ago, I could have told you, they're trying to match up the best fights, make sure everybody gets the best money that they can get. Seems like that's still happening, but I don't know what's going on with PBC right now. PBC hasn't.
But we had Stu Fundora,
This is
Canelo Munguia, Tank and Benavidez co-headlining this card. So that's four cards, and
they're gonna try to get off.
We're in mid-September.
They're gonna try to get off 2 more. That's 6 cards. That's terrible.
They also have they put on the biggest fights in America, right? But they do lack the young talent that Top Rank has. Now, Top Rank would love to be able to put on a show that sells out T-Mobile. They're not doing that in the recent history. But they do have a cupboard full of young talent that PBC doesn't have. So sometimes I wish they would merge, because it's like merge the traditional boxing sense of Top Rank and their ability to to take guys from 0-0 and build them into something, and then merge it with PBC's big events. You know, but Top Rank is more consistent. They put on more shows per year. They have better prospects and young talent. But PBC at the top level of the game, they put on big pay-per-view shows. So it's almost like if you'd actually combine the two of them, it'd be good. But
So at this point,
that's never going to happen, by the way, obviously.
Nah.
do we got
Never say never.
What's the better chance we got? Plant Berlanga, Plant Munguia.
Berlanga.
Berlanga.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that fight for both guys. We'll get to the main event
Even
in just a second.
Munguia, Berlanga. I'm there for that too.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
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 So this round table.
That's a war.
Let's battle it out, baby. Put it on the undercard of Canelo Crawford.
Why not?
Co-main.